So you grew up with this franchise.
I did.
What was it like coming back?
You know, because you do so much growing, we spent all of our childhood years working on Spy Kids, and coming back to do a fourth one was really surreal. Daryl and I both got on set, we're like, it feels like we were just shooting this yesterday. How has it been this long in between? And Nina, our costume designer, brought us our outfits that we wore in Spy Kids 1, and they looked like baby clothes. They were so little, and Daryl's voice is deeper now. He's a man. It's surreal, but it was such a wonderful experience.
Now, had you and Daryl kept in touch since the last film?
We kept in touch kind of a little bit, but you know, we were both working, so it's really hard. Like when you're in this business, it's hard to kind of stay in touch with everybody. However, Daryl and I would run into each other every now and then and go grab lunch every now and then. But it had been a while since I had seen him before we started shooting Spy Kids 4. And in that maybe year or two, his voice dropped so much and he just grew. It's so funny because I've always been taller than him in all the movies. So to turn around this time and we're all grown up and he's just totally surpassed me in the height area, I was like, great.
So your role in this film is you're kind of a mentor to the new kids.
Yeah. I was worried because when I first heard about Spy Kids 4, I thought it was a rumor. And then I texted Robert and I was like, is Spy Kids 4 happening? And he wrote back, maybe. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Are we a part of it? Are we not? So we really had to wait until the script was finalized and we got a script to even know what we were doing in the film. And it was great because we were playing our own age. We came back, we're very much a part of the film, and we're passing the torch to these new kids.
Did you get a chance to sort of mentor them, you know, off camera?
You know, Daryl and I really thought that we were going to teach them the ropes of this movie, and we're like, so I don't know if you know what this gadget does, but, and they're like, oh yeah, this does this, this, and this, and I don't know, have you seen these new gadgets? We're like, we don't know what those new gadgets do. They're like, well, let us tell you. So the tables were turned. They were teaching us everything, and we're like, when did we get uncool? But no, it was such a wonderful experience, and those kids are so professional. So.
Now, is it sort of like old hat when you're on a Robert Rodriguez set, you know, with all the green screen, or?
Oh, like no, working with Robert, he makes everything really easy. You don't feel like you're on a set. It's all super fun. Going back to work in front of the green screen, it's like I lived on the green screen through all the other films. So it was just, you know, another part of filming. And I think it was the best childhood you could have asked for. We were growing up playing dress up every day, playing with the coolest gadgets. Like what other kid gets to be hooked up to the harness and like flown all over the room? It was the best experience you could have had.
That sounds tremendous.
It was awesome.
So what do you have coming up next?
I have a movie called Clockwork Girl, I think either coming out later this year or next year. I've just teamed up with Kickstart and I'll be releasing my first comic book next year. I'm super excited about that. And it was actually a story I came up with on Spy Kids too. And I will start shooting a movie called Rio Sangre later this year.